Nothing matters. Why bother? You said it. I've said it. Everyone says it. Usually late at night, you're exhausted, maybe in the shower, where it feels like all the effort you put in hasn't given you anything back. Maybe you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe you feel like you've gone too far in one and wish you could turn back. Maybe you wish you could start over. Maybe you're paying too much attention to the state of the world, and now you're questioning if you were better off not being born. It's like an empty feeling, like there's no choices left to make. And then there's the other version of this, the one that hits when you stare at a full fridge and can't decide what to take, or you have the whole day off but you waste it scrolling through your phone. And that's when everything is a choice but nothing feels like anything, when nothing seems important, nothing seems exciting, nothing seems to matter. See, there's a film called Everything Everywhere All at Once, and in it there's a character named Jobu Tupaki. Jobu has the ability to travel across the multiverse and experience every single version of herself that has ever existed, and she can experience them all at the exact same time. Like, she can think, what if I had 2.5 extra eyebrows, find that reality where this is true and experience it, while simultaneously living a life where her fingers are made out of hot dogs. And instead of feeling amazing, she feels nothing. So she tries to feel something. She takes everything, her hopes, her dreams, her old report cards, every dog breed, every personal ad on the internet, sesame seed, poppy seed, salt, and she puts it all on a bagel. And she calls it the everything bagel. And that bagel caves in on itself into a hole. Because there's too much of everything, it slowly turns into nothing. See, she builds that bagel as a portal to disappear into because she's given up on feeling. And this movie is showing us something that we all feel on the regular. After scrolling our phones too much, after repeating the same routine too much, after trying so hard and getting nothing from it, rarely is our solution to that never asking, why doesn't this make me feel anything? We just keep adding more and more to the bagel of our own life. Every song ever made in our pocket, every person we might want to date on our dating apps, every job we could ever have one search away, every life that we could be living is on someone's Instagram right now. All of it available always. And we thought that could feel like freedom. And sometimes it does, but most of the time, it feels like we're standing in a hallway with 1,000 doors and you can't walk through any of them because you keep looking at the ones you haven't tried yet, so you never actually go anywhere. See, I'm an ambitious guy. I'm proud to say I built a life 100 times bigger than my childhood version would have ever imagined was possible. See, because that dumb little kid didn't know how big life could be. I've done and I've experienced things no one in my family, my friend circle, my neighborhood, or even some people in my city have ever accomplished. But the creatures that we are, there's always still going to be a tiny voice that whispers, what's next? Jobu Tupaki represents that whisper. She got everything, more than everything, and it showed her that it all results in nothing. She's a warning. If we keep chasing everything, it's not going to hit how we think it's going to hit. And we already know that. Look at how much everything we already have. Nothing feels special. So obviously we just think, get more. More money, more followers, more wins, more, I made it. I'm guilty of this right now as I wait for a new project to come to life. And I know I'll get it. And I'll get that feeling for a bit, maybe a night, maybe a week, maybe a month, but whenever I force the gratitude, and then I'll go flat. And without noticing, I'll probably go back to chasing. I've done the same thing with love. I built this whole picture in my head, exactly who she needs to be, exactly how it would feel, spend years looking for that picture, not realizing the real thing was sometimes right in front of me. And I kept looking past her because she didn't match what I made up, even though what I made up was a moving target. George Carlin said it best. Trying to be happy by accumulating possessions is like trying to satisfy your hunger by taping sandwiches all over your body. See, the hunger isn't out there. The stuff out there just keeps you busy enough to forget about it for a while. And then you stop, and then the hunger's still there, just with more stuff around it. Back to Jobu. See, she built the bagel, put everything on it, and then she wanted to walk into it. Because if nothing matters anyways, why not just be done? And then her mom showed up, right there at the edge of it. And her mom doesn't try to fix her. She doesn't argue. She doesn't explain why she's wrong. Her mom just says, I know nothing might matter. I know we're tiny and lost, and none of this makes sense. And I still want to be here with you. That's it. That's the whole movie. Not a solution, not an answer, just one person saying, I pick you, this one right now. And that's where the shift happens. Nothing matters. Boo. Two. Nothing matters. Yay. If nothing comes with meaning already attached to it, then the meaning you find is yours. You made it. You chose it. Nobody gave it to you, which means nobody can take it away. The pressure of finding the right life, the right person, the right version of yourself, that pressure is something we made up. There's no one right answer. And I know that's scary, but it's also the most freedom you'll ever have. So I'm not going to pretend that I live in the yay all the time. I don't. Some days I get it. Some days I'm back in the reaching, back to the chasing the sandwich, duct taping it to my forehead. But the thing that actually helps, the simple thing that works, is making sure I always have something to look forward to. Not a big thing, not an arrival point, just something. A trip, a good conversation, project I care about, a friend, a movie, a jujitsu class, a meal. I'm actually excited to eat something real, something close, something I chose. And Jobu Tupaki's real name is Joy.
Why not go somewhere where your daughter is more than just this. Here, all we get are a few specks of time where any of this actually makes any sense.
Then I will cherish these few specks of time.
Maybe that's all any of us need sometimes. Not proof that things matter, just something worth getting up for tomorrow. Not forever, just tomorrow. And deciding to cherish the few moments when things that matter actually show